Hey everyone, today I want to share with you this fairly new app called Whiteboard.fi, and it's Fi because it's from Finland. Um, and it's just a browser app. You don't have to download anything. It's fairly new, which means it's being updated as we speak all the time. And I can tell you that you can't even really register right now for it. They have paid functionalities that right now are closed because they're testing new functionalities. So we're just going to explore their free offerings right now. So you can tell that today, November 20th, 2020, was their latest update. So they're working on it as we speak. So what you do with Whiteboard, it's slightly different from something like Jamboard, so the Google version of a whiteboard. It gives you very simple things to work with. The main difference between something like Jamboard and Whiteboard is that you with Jamboard, you are mostly working on the same page. You can create different Jamboards and assign it to kids at different points. But here, each kid has their own Jamboard that they do not share with any other kid. You're the only one who's able to see what they're working on. And you can push information to them, not necessarily in real time. So you can create something and then push it out to them. So let me show you what it looks like. So you would start a new class by giving it a name. And I would recommend to enable waiting room, which means that the kids have to request entry into your class, just in case you don't, you don't want to have people just crashing it. So you create a new class. That gives you a link which you would share with your students. And I'm going to actually go into an incognito page here so I can show you the student view. So a student would just put their name in and join Whiteboard. Since you enabled the waiting room, they're gonna have a lobby message, which on your side you would see here in blue. You click on it, you see the names of the students. You can accept or kick them out. I'm going to accept this student. And you can see all their whiteboards as they come in. On your side, you would have your whiteboard that can be opened and closed at any time. And it's basically just a blank canvas. You can write on it with the pen. You can put shapes in, text, text boxes, and something that would be really useful because you could put it together ahead of time is the image option. I believe the PDF will only let you do it if you have a license, which is unfortunate. But if you can save worksheets in JPEG form, it will allow you to put something like a worksheet in here, which you can push out to students really easily, and they can work on it in real time. You can even make it a grid in the background if you're in math class. You can put different kinds of media in. So then when you push this to the students, you can see right now that they don't see it, right? You're working on it, but it's blank for them, which is why I think doing things ahead of time and making them into an image would be the fastest way to get this done. When you decide to push it out to them, it gives you the option of pushing all pages, current page, or push it as background. If you push it to students the way it is right here, they would be able to move your image around. Anything that is on it would be editable. If you want students to not be able to change anything in the background and only be able to write on top of it, you want to push it as background. So if I choose that option and then I check my student view, they have the background. Oh, sorry, that is the same view. This is the student view. They have that same background, but they can't change anything in it. That is a static background. So they would be able to write on that the way they want. So, this is with the trackpad, so it's not ideal. But anyway, they would be able to answer it. And in your view, which is this one, if you go here, um, you can see in real time as they write, and you can decide to save that. You can erase the whole thing, and you can even, copy it to your whiteboard, and then send it out to students in their whiteboards. So this could be kind of fun for, real time little quizzes where students would just write something really quick, and you'd be able to see their answers in real time. Um, Polls would be easy to make, right? You can say, you don't even really have to write anything on your board. You just send it out blank and you say, answer yes or no to these questions. It could be a way to check in with your students in the beginning of the class. But it really is very simple right now. There are not a lot of functionalities to it, but it's an alternative to the Jamboard. Once you're done with your class, again, with the free account, you can't save anything. You always have to start from scratch. So when you're done with everything, you would just close your room. Uh, and that would just basically kick all the kids out. Your teacher closed the room, and they're done on their end. And then on your end, you're really starting from scratch too. So it right now it's something very simple to use, that hopefully you can find some way to apply in your class. There are paid options that I'm sure are going to be opened again soon. Right now they're in the beta, like I said in the beginning, but it's it's something fun to try out, something really easy to use, and something that you can maybe even use together later on when we're all back in the building, and they can have their own little whiteboards on their phones, to play games and things like that. All right, hopefully you find some use in this, and I will see you all later.